What is going on, everybody? My name is Nick, and it is time to talk a little bit about a little piece of news. And of course, the news is that I guess YG Entertainment is promising or saying there's going to be an album from Winner sometime, well, before the end of the year, which is not super long in terms of like music. So you got like 3 months, because December in K-pop is there's nothing that happens in December. So you got 4 months or so for an album from Winner. And normally I wouldn't really think that this is anything that is like super significant because surprise, a K-pop group is releasing an album or a song, at least once a year. That's just the way that it goes, right? But the thing is though that this is, of course, it's Winner, who has been like, on not hiatus, but as the K-pop fans who joke and say things all the time about how time runs differently over in the YG building. That Winner's been locked in the dungeon for the last year or two. Because they actually got passed up by iKON for releases, and so that's just kind of significant right there. That like people actually really care about this. People are super excited for this because it's been something that a lot of people have wanted for a pretty significant amount of time. Of course, when it comes to the fact that like boy groups at least release a song a year, girl groups are trying to promote 2 times a year at least or something like that. So you just got that time frame and how constant groups are releasing music, and Winner and other YG groups just don't release music as frequently. And so the news that Winner is coming, that YG has promised, or said that it is going to happen, that there is going to be new music from Winner coming out at the end of the year, has got people very excited, and understandably so. So that's really the basic, that's the news. There isn't really, as for me personally, anything to talk about specifically, regarding the news story. But, let's take time here just to kind of like talk about, for me to express, my thoughts and my feelings and my kind of opinion and just general outlook on, the fact that, for any of the groups basically that have been from YG that have released music in over the last 3 or 4 years, or 3 years or something like that, where it's been multiple years between releases, and it upsets people. People really get aggravated, and it's become a joke and a kind of thing that anybody who is like following K-pop for a pretty decent amount of time, that they're pretty interested in, invested in it, it's a joke. It runs throughout the entire community, that like YG says something, you're not going to believe it until it actually happens, until you can actually hold it in your hand or watch the music video. I've said it, you've probably said it, you've seen other people on the internet and in real life say it. It's just the way that it goes. But for me personally, like I 100% understand, that is the way that it goes, right? People want to see, their group that they like, Winner, iKON, Big Bang, Blackpink even, and whoever else, as soon and as quickly and as frequently as they possibly can, right? It's just the way that it goes, right? People in K-pop seem to thrive on consuming the visual aspect of K-pop, more than, listening to the stuff, right? So I'm not saying to say that is actually like, what you or, a lot of other people do, but it just seems to be like people are like, they're not promoting enough. I'm really, upsets me that they don't promote nearly as much as they should. Where, my outlook on it is like, recently, right, YG Entertainment has been going about probably the way that they produce music and focus on, that is a bit different than what like any other group, any other company in K-pop is doing. And that is that YG Entertainment is taking the time to, like with iKON and Winner, like before they could even, debut or release a song, like they had to sit down and they had to produce some stuff that they said was, really good, and if it wasn't good, then they had to do it again. So YG is, taking the time to, develop the artists, the performers that are signed with him or with the company to make sure that the end product, when they release it, is really good, right? And so the result of that is that you get the, however many was it, 4 I think music videos from iKON's debut, which were really fantastic songs in their own right. For each individual instance, they were really good, right? the 6 Big Bang songs that they released last year over their entire Made promotions, those are really fantastic as well, and those took a pretty decent amount of time to be released because, well, you know, there's a bunch of reasons for it. CL's US debut was a year late, basically, from when everybody was expecting it to come out. But I thought that for what it was, you know, because of course it's not K-pop, people were really kind of irritated with that. But for the kind of song and the music video, I really liked it. I thought it was really, really good. You know, Winners released some really, really good music too. Lehigh, you know, she made her debut and she released music that was really good, but it could definitely be a lot better. And then she came back with her newest album, and it was fantastic, right? It was so much better than her earlier music, and you know, I definitely think that's a good thing. Like, I really, really like that, right? Whereas, you know, any other company is like, well, you know, our group has to release a song, you know, every single year, at least every 12 months or something like that, to stay relevant, right? Then, you know, they're not really taking a significant amount of time to like sit back and look and evaluate, you know, where their group stands or where the members stand as far as, you know, their style and their skill, and, you know, just basically training them to be the best that they possibly can be to reach their, you know, highest level of talent, which I mean, there isn't really anything wrong with, you know, continuously releasing stuff and basically just getting better at doing it by doing it, you know? If that makes any sense, by like, you know, your 5th song is much better than your first song because you've had, you know, 3 other songs in between there, or 4 other songs in between, right? Like, that's just the way that goes. Whereas, you know, YG is like, so you've released this one song and this one album, and, you know, we're going to sit down and we're going to like take a look at that, and we have this idea and this vision, and we see, right, where you can be really, really good at, right? What your strengths, where your strengths lie, right? And we're going to sit down and we're going to train you, and we're going to just basically make you the best that you possibly can be, so that when you finally do release this album, right, so that when that finally comes out, that is going to be mind-blowing, right? And that's the thing, is like, ultimately, right, the wait that you have between groups has definitely been worth it every single time, even though it's really, really, you know, upsetting and disappointing that, you know, your favorite group, your favorite YG group or whoever has been, you know, passed up for, you know, in favor of somebody else, or just like you didn't see this one group in 2015, right? Ultimately, when they do make the release in 2016, like Winner is probably going to, or, you know, YG said that Winner is going to release something in 2016, right? It's going to be really, really good, and it's going to be well worth the wait. Like, it is going. That's just my thing. Like, YG Entertainment takes the time to, you know, do some real evaluation and developing of the people, the artists and the performers who are signed to them, to make sure that they actually develop, like actively, you know, grow and learn. Whereas other companies, you know, have a part in doing that, but when they're constantly preparing for a brand new release, you know, like they do, because like I said, boy groups at least once a year, girl groups twice a year even. So the progression and the evolution and the development is less, right, with constant promotion. Whereas, you know, taking long breaks, or, you know, long breaks in between releases, means that you can just focus on, you know, becoming better at, you know, singing or dancing or whatever it is that the person needs development in, and then that makes the next release just that much better. And, you know, like I said, I think that that's really great, and definitely is one reason why I really, really like YG, because their releases for the last few years have been absolutely astoundingly good, and have, in my opinion, definitely been worth the wait. So that is really it. Like, honestly, I just had to make this video because I wasn't going to make a video otherwise today, and I feel lost and empty if I don't actually record a video and have it, you know, do all the work to produce it, record it, edit it, and then upload it and all that stuff. So I had to do this just to share my kind of like thought and opinion, because, I mean, the news in and of itself, I don't think is really anything that is super, you know, groundbreaking or super crazy, other than the fact that it's Winter and they're making a comeback after, you know, a year and a half away. So that right there is the big portion of the news. But I also wanted to take the opportunity to kind of like share my thoughts and opinions on, why YG taking their time between releases isn't a bad thing, and why I really, really like that they do that. So that is it. That's all I'm saying. I'm done. Not even gonna talk anymore. So I want to know, what do you think? Are you excited for winter? Do you think that you like YG's approach, or do you not? Because I can understand why you wouldn't. Like I said. But whatever your thoughts and opinions and stuff are, I want to hear them down in the comment box below. And if this is the first time to this channel watching my videos, or if you're just in general interested in watching more videos like this, hit that subscribe button so you can stay updated with all of my future uploads. So that is going to be it for this video. As always, I'm going to thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.